Voice control art restriction 0.
時間の彼方に追いやるつもりか。
So the reason why I'm not drinking is because I am having a baby. Yes.
I was like waiting for someone.
Like the production crew.
Yes.
The one day you got
This is the kicker. Remember in the episode when we came back from New York, I was like, we went to a psychic and she told me either me or someone very close to me was about to become pregnant. That I went home right after and I took the pregnancy test and found out that I was pregnant.
Wow, I mean, you can't argue with that, guys. I think it's about time we all book our psychic appointments right away. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's show, we're looking at a video request through the Patreon on Miss Lana again. Now, since we covered her in the last video, guys, she is in fact expecting a baby now. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're all saying to me, Taylor, what kind of man would willingly have a child with a person who works in the adult industry? And you know what I'd say back to you, gentlemen? I have no damn idea. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, before we crack into today's video, if you're new here, you're liking the videos, make sure you subscribe on your way in. Come and join the Patreon if you'd like to support the channel, guys. It's a great way to support the channel. You guys get access to exclusive videos and stuff like that over there. I'll be recording another video to put in there for the members over there after this one, actually. And I have a couple of people to thank. A huge thank you to Mr. Ronald. I won't dox your last name, but I just want to say thank you, Ronald, for your contribution to the channel. It is greatly appreciated, as well as Mr. Vils from the Discord. So thank you, you two, for contributing to the channel hugely. I really do appreciate it. But let's crack into it and see what these people have to say, shall we, gentlemen?
And it's so random too, because I remember you doing it because we were like going out, like we were having fun, girls' night, and she comes home with like 2 pregnancy tests, and I'm just like, huh? Like, what?
I remember, we were all just sitting in the bedroom, and she came out. I thought it was a prank.
Yeah, I thought it was most
I was like, you're
random,
fucking with me. This is fake. You painted that on
random
there.
out of the blue. Yeah, I'm just like, why would she get that?
And they were like, oh, sweetie, don't cry. And I'm like, I'm happy right now.
Yeah, we were crying. We are like, don't cry. And she was like,
I'm so happy right now.
I wonder how happy the guy is, right? Like, I wonder what the guy is thinking in this situation, because it doesn't seem like it was something that was planned, right? They're all surprised and they didn't know it was coming, and you know, she went to a psychic for God's sake. But I wonder what's going through this guy's head right now, you know. And he hasn't been. I don't think. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me after the fact. But I don't think he's been named. And you know what? If I was this guy, I wouldn't want to be publicly named either. You know, we had Miss Riley R get married earlier. You know, like last month or something like that, right? Which is just absolute craziness to me.
And so even like not being able to drink and, you know, in this situation, I sort of realized you guys also were like, you're so young. Like, are you sure you want to do this? And I just feel like lately going out, partying, drinking, and like, it's all great and fun, but I wasn't finding it super fulfilling. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love you guys. I love hanging out with you.
I never do it.
But yeah, I mean, we go out sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, are you suggesting that you know, going out every weekend, you know, trying to chase down that Chad, not have a family? Are you suggesting that that's not fulfilling? Wow, that's crazy. That's almost like what men say all of the damn time, right? You get all these girls, right, who want to go out, they want to chase their career, they want to, you know, they want to put off any serious commitment until like way later in their life, when they have to resort to getting a beta because they've used up, you know, all of their market value essentially, right? So what'll happen is, like, you get these girls that go out there and do that, and you won't find a whole lot of men that are against. Like, if girls want to go out into the workplace and, you know, work themselves into the ground, and, you know, you're 60 years old and until you can't work anymore, or 70, whatever the case may be, right? You know, men aren't really going to care about that. Hey, you do you. But the problem begins when you want to turn around at 30, 40, and then you expect a family, right? So you get all these girls in their 20s and 30s, and they're like, you know what? I don't need no man. I'm not interested in having kids. And then if you follow that exact same girl, guys, down the line, she's crying because she missed her window of opportunity. I'm not fulfilled. You know, life's going to be awfully dull without, you know, grandchildren. So I don't know what you're expecting out of life, but let's continue.
But I don't know. I just feel like this is the next step for me in my life, and so having that in the past, and then now finding out that I was pregnant, I just feel like I'm ready now.
I mean, I agree. I think, well, one, obviously you have us girls to help
Yeah.
support, and I have baby fever always, so it'll be amazing. And I definitely think that you obviously, financially, you're okay. You aren't much of a partier anyway, so it's not like a major lifestyle change, other than like our random like trip every few months, you know? Yeah, I think it'll be good for you. You'll have something to cuddle and love and just give all your love to, other than us.
I know. I'm like, who's gonna be the godmother?
Oh God, fight!
I'm like,
I'll
rock,
get
paper,
over it.
scissors, shoot.
I'll be the
Yeah,
godfather.
rock paper scissors.
Right now.
Whoever wins.
No.
Best out of 3?
Do it. Whoever wins.
Best out of 3 or?
Best 2 out of 3. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You know, is this something that people do? Like they just rock paper scissors for you know, for godmother rights? Like I don't particularly understand. But again, guys, I just want to go back to like, let's just talk about this kid for a second. Okay, I want you guys to imagine that you're a child, right? And you go to school and your mother works in the adult industry. Can you imagine the level of your mother jokes you're going to receive there? Right? Like I cannot imagine this kid's life going forward. And you know, this is something that similarly happened with, you know, Riley R last month, I believe it was, or maybe even the month before. But the fact that like such high levels of commitment are, you know, willing to be given away by men to people who have made the decisions that these people have made in their life, it's just absolutely crazy, right? There used to be a time, guys, when this kind of stuff was just outright shamed, right? Like you have a child out of wedlock, no. And you know, you'll get people saying, "Oh, well, that's totally unfair. That's totally cruel. That's totally evil." But I mean, like, you have healthier kids when you know, when they're born in wedlock, when they have a secure and stable family. Okay, so you get all these families falling apart. You got the no-fault divorce, guys. Women can just leave marriages whenever the hell they want. You get that, right? Like, it's not like a thing where, you know, once married, you're always married. Guys, if you've seen the divorce rates, they are through the damn roof. And women are doing the majority of the divorcing, right? So at the end of the day, you're turning your entire livelihood into a liability, okay? And not only your livelihood, the child as well, right? Because children like this are going to grow up in such a way where, look, at the end of the day, you don't want to be putting kids into environments that are hostile by default towards them, right? And like, it just blows my mind that there are men out there willing to commit to situations like this. Now, again, it sounds like an accident, and it sounds like something that this man probably didn't want to do. But you know what? As soon as it leaves your body, guys, you're no longer in control as a man, right? Let's keep going.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, I'm scared. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Olivia is the godmother.
I'm like, you're really gonna trust her with the baby over me?
So today I have my official ultrasound.
All right, we're going to skip over this part because she says some pretty sus stuff, I believe.
We are also starting a subscription club. So the gender reveal party is going to be the launch of that. And, you know, I'm just going to keep everyone updated because there's so many moms, young moms out there, pregnant women who are going through this. So I definitely want to share my journey so that people who can relate can feel close to it and know that they're not alone.
I'm most excited about the gender reveal party because of all the desserts.
Oh my god.
And I love pastels. So if it's a girl, we have light pink everything. I'm the queen of that.
So what do you guys
Guys, this is quite off topic here, right? But my most like disliked color palette of in general is just pastel colors. I hate pastel colors, man. Like, you know that stuff that you paint children's rooms with, like the pastel blue, the pastel pink, whatever. Those colors are so disgusting, man. I just cannot understand it. But a bit off topic.
want me to have? I want a girl.
I mean, I want a boy.
I personally don't care either way. All of my little cousins and little brothers, they've all been obviously boys.
Yeah, I have a nephew,
so I haven't
I'm
had
ready
a
for
little
a girl.
Yeah.
I need a little mini me.
Yeah, I need a mini me. Guys, children at the end of the day for girls, they're like, how do I say it? They're like an immortalization project, right? It's like it's about creating another version of yourself, right? It's kind of strange because it's not about the child, but at the same time it is, right? A lot of these people just want to duplicate themselves and then look at it that way, kind of thing, right? It's like filling the kid with the things that you just want to make another version of yourself. But something I want to point out, guys, is like, again, back on this point of like, as soon as the shall we say the equipment leaves the man, guys, as soon as as soon as that act is done, you as a man, you have no more power at all. So whether or not she wants to continue to have this child or not have the child, at the end of the day, is completely and utterly up to her, right? It doesn't matter about your financial situation. It doesn't matter about her mental health. It doesn't matter about your mental health. It doesn't matter about your living situation. It all just comes down to whatever the hell she wants to do, right? And like looking at that, um, guys, you've got to stay protected, right? Like a lot of girls are running out here, and a lot of guys don't seem to understand that they are having unprotected bedroom fun, right? They're not wrapping it up and stuff like that. Like when girls go out on these girl nights, these back-to-back weekends and stuff like that, oftentimes that's exactly what's happening, right? So you might feel like, oh, well, this one time couldn't do any harm, or maybe she insists, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, guys, don't be risking this stuff, right? Because like you can be liable as a man, you can be on the hook for the rest of for the next 10 damn years, or whatever the case may be, paying child support or supplementing a person's life who has no business having it supplemented. And obviously, like, we don't know the details of Lana's relationship here, like, because we don't know the guy at all. Like, I can't blame him for not wanting to be in the public eye, but we have no idea who this guy is, right? So he could be a new guy, he could be someone who's been in the picture forever. We just have no idea.
I'm like, I just want a guy so I can train him to be the best athlete in the world.
Oh my! Are you gonna hire a trainer? Because it ain't gonna be you.
It is gonna be me. What do you mean? I'll teach him how to figure skate, how to play basketball, how to play soccer. What else did I do?
But a
Dang,
girl,
I thought you
if
were
we
bad
have
at
a
basketball,
girl,
you
if
said.
if we have a girl, it could be 4 girls, 1 kitchen.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what?
Make a little apron.
Season 3 is gonna be 3 girls, 1 nursery.
1 nursery. Aw, we do it in a nursery. That's
girls,
so
1
cute.
yeah.
By the way, guys, did you pick up on the point like earlier in the video where Lana was sitting there and she said, "Oh, you girls say I'm too young. Are you sure you want to do this?" And so I thought to myself, "Yeah, I want to do it." Can you guys just imagine like complimenting yourself like that? Like, "Oh yeah, you guys said I was young and beautiful. Am I sure I want to have a kid?" Like just hey, just throw compliments at yourself. Why not? Right? And whether or not these people say it, like we don't know. But it's just so funny. Like during conversations, people will like they'll just throw status back on themselves, right? In just such a nonchalant kind of way, right? It's like, hey, look at me, I'm great. Anyway, continuing with the conversation, it's just funny. Girls will tend to do that a lot more. And the way they'll do it is like, you guys know when girls get catcalled, right? And they bring it up in conversation. Do you guys know why girls bring up getting catcalled in conversation? It's actually really funny. The reason why they do it is to make themselves look better, right? It's to make themselves look more valuable. So like when girls say to you, "Oh, men just catcall me," and "Oh, I got catcalled 3 times this week. It's so gross." What they're really saying is, "Look how valuable I am. Men are wanting me." You see how like the double message is there, guys? Like they're always trying to throw status back on themselves, hoping that you listen. It's absolutely crazy.
That actually would be kind of funny if we changed
Trying to
that.
think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Maybe like the symptoms, because I've been noticing things that other people wouldn't think would happen, especially so early on, because I'm still in the first trimester. You would think, oh, I wouldn't be having a lot of symptoms. But I went to a meeting last night with Bella Thorne's mom, and then her business partner who was at the meeting also had a baby, and we were talking about pregnancy symptoms. And you guys never believe me that I get like pregnancy brain fog. Like, I'm sure you guys are like, oh no.
I mean, can I get a raise of hands? Who in the audience doesn't believe that? No, I'm kidding.
That's not a thing. But they were like, yes, it's very, very real.
No, I know it's a thing for sure.
Yeah, it's because the progesterone rises so high in your body that even though you're not growing a bump and your body's not changing yet, it's changing the chemistry of your body completely. also, the other day, Olivia was like, "I'm so bloated right now." I'm like, "Girl, you have no idea."
I mean, we're gonna leave the girls chat there, guys. I'm curious to see what you guys think. We're gonna jump into a quick article as well after this, just now in a second. But I'm curious to see what you guys think of this situation. Do you think that this guy just didn't want his name or plastered all over the news? Because that's certainly what I think. But at the end of the day, like that child, man, going through middle school and all that. Oh my goodness! Like whether it's a boy or a girl, it doesn't particularly matter. They're gonna cop all sorts of your mother jokes, which guys, at the end of the day, it's so funny that girls will be adamant like, oh, I don't want a kid, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't need no man, whatever the case may be. And then they get pregnant and they're all of a sudden they're like, you know what, I'm going to be the world's best mum, or it's like it just makes no sense to me, man. Like, oh yeah, this is the step I really needed to progress my life forward, right? As if it's like a life forward kind of step that they're only considering now once they're 30 and 40. Now, I'm not saying that of particularly Lana, but just as a general rule, guys, is like they won't view it as a progression step in their life until it's like they're actually just running out of time. And if they miss it, they like it just causes all sorts of damage. They get on have to get on anti certain things and drink certain liquids to get through the day. But we're gonna jump into this quick article, guys. And as you know, this this magazine, Evie, guys, we're just going to go over quick 10 pieces of advice your grandmother got about marriage that you should hear. Now, whenever you guys see women giving each other relationship advice, just buckle in, just sit tight and have a good laugh. But we're going to have a skim through these. Now, some of these I actually think are fine from memory, but there's a couple that are just way out of line. So we're going to crack into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's have a look at the first one. Never stop courting each other. The romance should not end after you seal the deal with your marriage vows. On the contrary, it should increase and continue to do so every day. Too many couples stop trying to win each other's hearts once they enter into a married life. For a marriage to be fruitful, though, a couple should never stop dating and never let that beautiful, thrilling spark die. Guys, it's all about the butterflies, the thrilling spark, right? Continue. These people like treat relationships as if it's like a never-ending roller coaster. Right? We as men, you know what would make men happy, right? Some consistency, some loyalty, some femininity, those things, right? We as men, I said this like yesterday, guys. We as men, we just want some peace, right? Just please some peace. But what you tend to find out as a man, guys, very quickly, is that on our end, guys, relationships are they're like sandcastles, right? Like you just build them and then the water just washes them away. Like, it doesn't particularly matter what you do, guys. Most relationships will come to an end. It is a rarity that relationships do not come to an end. Human beings, guys, we're serial monogamists. Okay, and what that means is we have one monogamous relationship, typically, not always, after the other, after the other, after the other. And, in essence, what that means is human beings are not monogamous. They're not like, we don't settle down with one person and then that's it. You get all these girls out here saying, I'm monogamous, but they've had more than one partner. Can someone please tell me how that adds up? Right? And that goes for men too, right? Like, I'm monogamous, but they've had 10 partners this year. It's like, really? You're monogamous. Anyway, let's continue. So this part here is it's just another way of saying, give me those resources, give me that attention, give me that validation, and don't stop it coming. Right? And the funny thing is, guys who do those things, don't get committed relationships typically. They chase girls off. If you guys want to chase a girl off, literally just do this, right? Continue to increase your romance every day, guys. Just if you the romance should not end. Just increase your romance every day, guys, and I'm sure the relationship will go absolutely fine. Now we're gonna skip through. I mean, what even is this one, right? Argue well. Like, come on, whatever. Find good couple friends, serve each other. This is the kick, guys. We're going to end off the video on this one, right? This one right here. Combine your finances. Let's have a look at this. Financial problems are one of the main causes for divorce. Couple needs to be on the same page financially so as to avoid great tension and conflict. The best way to do this is to combine your finances. Consider it our money, not mine and his. I mean, you just cannot make that up, can you? Guys, please take care of your money. If you haven't already, by the way, I put out a video yesterday on Like, if you spend time with a child that's not yours, you can be considered a father and be on the hook for, child support for the next years to come. Okay, guys, so please protect your wallet. And, you'll get all these guys, right? You'll get guys, you'll get girls, you'll get everyone against you saying, oh, why don't you just grow up and commit, right? Why don't you just grow up and commit? Yeah, why don't you just risk your livelihood like a real man? Please do not let people shame you into stupid decisions, guys. Okay, you got to make the decisions for yourself, and you got to think them through for yourself. Don't let society try and shame you into, committing to, for example, a single mother, or guys, if you're in a different tax bracket, hell, even if you're not in a different tax bracket, do not be combining finances with a woman, please, or anyone you're in a relationship with. Like, it just, guys, your money that you earn is your money. You see what I'm saying? It's not for anyone else to take or decide where it goes, and it's not for anyone else to shame you where to put it. But anyway, guys, we're going to leave today's video there. As always, if you enjoyed, leave your thoughts below. If you disagree with anything I've said, guys, feel free to do so in the comments. That's why they're there. Come and join the Discord, link in the description if you haven't already. And as always, if you'd like to support the channel, guys, be sure to check out the Patreon, link in the description. There's exclusive videos and stuff over there, and it's a fantastic way to get more out of the channel. But we're going to leave it there, guys. As always, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.